Welcome to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville, where the 4-3 Crimsons are ready to take on the 1-6 Lanphier Lions, a Central State 8 Conference matchup. And Adam, two teams going in different directions, but, pride on the line, and Lanphier isn't going to quit or give up.
Yeah, you want to end the season strong if I'm Lanphier. Play spoiler maybe to Jacksonville, getting in the playoffs with a week to go. And if you're Jacksonville, you want to carry the momentum from beating Chatham into this week.
And we are just about set for the opening kickoff. Lanphier will receive. Stephen Albers, number 1, the senior from Jacksonville, with the kick, and it is out, and a flag comes out at about the 35-yard line.
Actually, that was number 3, Clay Wood.
So
letting him do the kickoff duty. And
illegal kick out of bounds on the red team. Ball be placed on the 35.
So 1st and 10 for Lanphier on their own 35-yard line. To start this game, Ajante Lee, the quarterback for the Lions.
So let's see what Lanphier does here. Got great field position, short kick. They need to put a drive here together. Again, you got to forget about the loss to Lincoln last week.
Opening moments of the first quarter here. Officials are trying to sort something out, Adam.
Discussion on something, not.
There you see Ajante Lee, the junior quarterback for Lanphier.
Yeah, so they actually are going to, since the ball went out before the 35, they actually get the ball where it went out of bounds. So I think that's what the discussion was.
So the officials, okay, so it's on 1st and 10 from their own 37. Travion Morton in the backfield. There's a pitch back, and he's going to throw. Incomplete, down to the 30-yard line. Intended receiver was Cameron Smith, so right out of the gate, Lanphier goes to the air. A little bit of a trick play, Adam.
And Jacksonville is lucky. He throws that maybe a second sooner or leads Cameron Smith a little bit longer. Cameron Smith could have been running for a touchdown.
And you take a look at the SEFQ Friday Night Rivals starting lineups on offense for Lanphier, led by Ajante Lee. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Wearing the white uniforms tonight. There's the pitch. Looking for some room. Not a whole lot there. Back to about the line of scrimmage is Travion Morton.
That's a timing play, and it looked like Morton was a little in front of the quarterback by the time that was snapped. So it was a little bit almost of a broken play there for Lanphier.
There's our SEFQ starting lineups for the Jacksonville Crimsons on defense.
Number 3, Clay Wood, he was our player of the game a few weeks ago when this Crimson team took on Decatur MacArthur.
Lee back to throw, does throw, almost picked off by number 3. Just talking about him.
Yep, Clay Wood just stepped there in front. They had it pretty well covered, not even sure. It looks like he was trying to lead number 20, Travion Morton, a little bit to the sideline. Just need a little bit more on that throw to dump it over the linebackers for the Crimsons.
So brings up 4th down for the Lions. We're in punt formation. Lee, it appears, will attempt the punt.
A bit of a unique punt formation.
Oh, and the flag comes down, and doesn't look like it was going to be a punt, does it, after all? But cat's out of the bag now.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Lions were excited to get their play going, Adam.
Yeah, they had Jacksonville outnumbered here to the wide side of the field. They have 3 guys on 1, so it looked like they were just going to throw the ball out there. So now Coach Grounds is going to have to get some people's attention to get him out there.
So 4th and 16. And he does punt. Takes a Lions roll. And the Lions will down it at the 28-yard line. So that's where the Crimsons will start their first drive of the night with 10:55 to go. Opening quarter action from Jacksonville. The Crimsons taking on the Lanphier Lions. And you take a look at the SEFQ offensive lineup for Jacksonville. Avery Dugan's a good quarterback for the Crimsons, the junior, number 15.
Yeah, he's had a very good year. You know, we talked about number 11, James White. Also, look out for number 32, Marquel White, out of the backfield.
On first down, there's the handoff. Positive yards there for Marquel White. The 6'2", 6 foot, 215-pound junior for the Crimsons.
He's just a power runner, keeps his head down, doesn't make a ton of cuts, and just fights off some tackles.
Dugan with the handoff. Left side to the 40. Out to about the 45-yard line is Marquel White. And that is good enough for a Brandt Professional Agriculture first down. Brandt, one of our first down sponsors all season long. So 1st and 10 from the 45. Dugan with the handoff. Gain of about 4 for Marquel White.
One thing you folks at home will have to look out for, Jacksonville can come out in a unique formation where Clay Wood actually comes in for Avery Dugan, and then it is just a two running back set that they like to run.
2nd and 6. Dugan throws to White at midfield, now to the 45. Flag is down on the play, and so is White as he is tackled. See what the flag's all about.
I think you're going to get either a block in the back or a hold on number 41, Adam Hillis, there on the far side of the field.
There you see the call with 9:49 to go in the first quarter.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still 2nd down.
If you're Jacksonville, you don't want a ton of those. You're shooting yourself in the foot after a big 2nd down play out to White, and now you're back in 2nd and 15.
Get a look at Jacksonville head coach Mark Ground on the sidelines. 2nd and 16. Dugan back to throw. Looks left, looks right. Got his man. White still on his feet. He's got some speed to the 40, 45 to midfield. Still going down to the 40. Finally tackled at about the 37-yard line. So a big pickup there for one of the Central State 8 Conference's best of all time. And that is good enough for a Brandt Professional Agriculture first down.
Just a simple screenplay, and it was actually a very slow developing one that brought James White from the far side of the field down to the close side to us. And great job by the Crimsons to pick up some blocks downfield, and James White makes it look easy.
He does indeed. There's the pitch to White. He's met by a host of Lions and back to about the line of scrimmage on first down.
Number 60, Brian Reyes, was shut that off early. He had a lot of penetration in the backfield and didn't let White go anywhere.
$8:53 to go, opening quarter. Dugan back to throw, complete, across the middle, down to the 25-yard line. For the Crimsons is number 6, Bobby Kaufman.
Just a simple throw and catch there by Dugan. Moves his chains. That's what they need, more plays like that.
Check that, Anthony Perry on the catch.
Looks like Lanphier might be sending a blitz here on Dugan. Let's see if he changed the play.
Dugan throws left side, complete to the 20, 15, behind some blockers, going into the end zone. Touchdown is number 3, Clay Wood with the touchdown, and that is good for a Young Security touchdown, our touchdown sponsor this season. For every touchdown, Young Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity is St. Martin de Porres.
Screenplay coming back at you, and Wood did a great job of standing behind number 71, Michael Stewart, who was just plowing the road for him, and he makes it an easy 6 for the Crimsons.
And now in to kick. Attempt the extra point is Steven Albers. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:16 to go, the Crimsons take the lead, 7-0. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more first quarter action from Jacksonville in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville. The Crimson strike first on the touchdown reception by Clay Wood. The Crimsons take an early 7-0 lead, 8:16 to go. Crimsons kick it. Clay Wood picked up at the 10 to the 20, 25. And pushed back by the Crimsons. So, not a whole lot there for Gerald Cole on the return.
Let's see what Lanphier comes out here and tries on offense. A trick play to start the game actually was open and just was a little bit underthrown. Didn't have much success throwing the ball. They're primarily known as a run team, so I would expect to see a little bit more of that here.
There you see a recap of the scoring drive. Took 2:39 for Jacksonville. Dugan to Wood on the 28-yard reception. 1st and 10, Lanphier. Lee going to keep it himself. Up the middle. Nothing doing, met by a host of Crimsons.
Yeah, started off well, and Jacksonville quickly closed the gap and just surrounded Lee by red jerseys.
And let's go down to the sidelines where ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton is. Brendan?
Guys, I'm here with SEFCU Loan Officer Colleen Baker. Now, you guys have been with us for quite a few weeks here throughout the season. What do you like about sponsoring the local community sports?
You know, SEFCU just is really proud to be involved in the community events. High school football is a great opportunity to put these young athletes in the spotlight and showcase all of their accomplishments as well as the efforts of their teachers and coaches.
And I can tell you from experience, the schools do get excited about it, but you guys like to get involved in some other community events. Can you tell me about a couple of those?
We do. One other thing that we're doing in the schools is actually going into the schools and teaching financial literacy and money management so that when they get out on their own, they're prepared and ready to go.
Wish I would have had that in high school. Adam, Paul, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Brendan Cullerton, and thanks to SEFCU for being our big sponsor this year. We appreciate that.
I might need that program as an adult.
There you go. Lee back to throw. Looking, now he's going to keep it. Runs and tripped up short of the 25-yard line is Ajante Lee.
Yeah, number 6, Bobby Coffin, made a great open field tackle. Lee had plenty of time. It looked like Jacksonville only sent 3 rushers, so dropped a lot, so coverage was taking away all his opportunities, but he made something out of nothing there.
7-0 Jacksonville, 6:47 to go. First quarter action. Third down for the Lions. Back to throw is Lee. Looks, overthrows his man at the 30-yard line.
Lee's pass is overthrown
to bring up 4th down for the Lions.
That penalty on 2nd down, delay a game, really kind of set them back and couldn't recover from it.
So we'll see if the Lions do indeed punt. I suspect they will. Here on 4th down. Steven Albers, number 1, is back to receive. Punt, Lee gets it off. Short punt, out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. So, excellent field position for the Crimsons.
Yeah, not a very good kick there by Jonty Lee.
So, 1st and 10 for Jacksonville.
You're going to start with, anytime you can start on the other
No
team side of
flag
the
on the
50, you're in good shape.
So let's see what Avery Dugan and the Crimsons do this time. 1st and 10 from the 47. There's the handoff to Wood. Got some room. 1st down and more. Inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down.
They had Wood and White in the backfield. You really got to focus on both of them because they're both very, very dangerous ball carriers. And Jacksonville just having their way up front.
1st and 10 from the 35. Handoff. Still going, and down at about the 32-yard line is MARQUEL White.
Nice 1st down, get 5 yards. You set yourself up in 2nd and medium. Lanphier's really going to have to think what they can do to slow down this running game because Jacksonville is seemingly getting 4 to 5 yards every time.
Wood and White in the backfield. There's the handoff to Wood, and he just burst to speed inside the 20. And he is inside the Shields red zone. We'd like to thank Shields, our red zone sponsor this year, from Friday Night Lights to crisp weekend afternoons. Here's to football and to the players who make it great. Good luck this season from Shields. That's also a Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down. 5:27 to go, clock running here in the 1st quarter. So Jacksonville on the move again. Going to keep it this time. Dugan does right side, got some room. Out of bounds inside the 10. So good pickup there by Avery Dugan.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a busted play. Clay Wood came to the left in the backfield. MARQUEL White looked a little confused to Dugan's right. And Dugan did the right thing and just took off and tried to do something. Great job, got a 1st down.
And that's good for another Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down. Crimson's trying to add to their lead. Dugan hands off to White. Some positive yardage there. And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. 2nd and goal. Dugan with the handoff to White. And he is in for the touchdown. So that is a Young Security touchdown, and another $50 goes to a local charity, and the charity this week is St. Martin de Porres.
Great job by MARQUEL White, and the Jacksonville offensive line is really setting the tone here early that they're going to be the ones to talk about and taking it to this Lanphier defense.
Crimsons will try to add to the lead. 13-0. And an extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So 14-0. Jacksonville leads it with 4:28 to go in the 1st quarter. Back with more SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers, in just a minute. Stay with us, please. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. I'm Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville, and we'd like to thank SEFCU for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. SEFCU, not a bank, better. 14-0. Crimsons with the lead, and they will kick off to the Lions with 4:28 to go in the opening quarter. And it's a short kick, fielded at the 25, up to about the 35-yard line for the Lions.
Let's see what Lanphier does here again with short field position. need to get a first down. They've been stopped 2 4-and-outs here so far, and Jacksonville's really had their way in the beginning of this game.
Crimson's pretty good team defensively as well, known for their offense.
Yeah, came back and, we're down big to Chatham last week and pulled off a huge victory, and that's 2 years in a row. And I know a lot of Crimson grads and people associated with JHS will.
And the handoff to Cameron Smith goes to the left side, and good fake initially. Let's go down to ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton on the sidelines. Brendan?
Well, guys, you just saw number 1, Steven Albers, kick that extra point. He also returns kicks for the Crimson, but what you might not know if you just pay attention to that football program is he actually holds the school's record for soccer goals scored. So you're watching 2 school record holders out here in him, and, of course, James White, who keeps building on that conference receptions record.
Thank you, Brendan. Appreciate that information. Very interesting, and got a couple of, more than a couple of athletes who do that, but talented kicking, soccer and extra place kicker for high school football. You see it fairly frequently.
Yeah, those soccer players are known for kicking, and sometimes you can't always find a football guy that can do that for you. So that's a luxury to have and enjoy, and especially a guy like Albers, who could probably get you some big field goals too when you need it.
And Jason Nixon, the Lanphier coach, back to throw. Lee can't connect at midfield with his receiver.
His pass falls incomplete.
It was to Travion Morton. Morton was open, but he had slipped coming out of his cut and just didn't have his head up and turned around, and just a little miscommunication there between him and Ajonte Lee, and a little bit of visible frustration on Lanphier here so far tonight. There's still a lot of time left in this game and need to get back into it.
So Lee back in punt formation with 2:59 to go in the first quarter. 4th and long for the Lions. And as Brendan Cullerton got Clayton's Sexton back, and he won't get a chance to return it for Jacksonville. So ball goes out of bounds with 2:55 to go. And it'll be pretty good field position for Jacksonville again.
Yeah, another short punt by Lee. Got a lot of pressure in his face, so you can't fault him for just trying to get that ball out of there, but 2 bad punts in a row there for Lanphier.
1st and 10 for the Crimsons from their own 47-yard line, leading 14-0. You see some of the Crimson fans. Good crowd on hand tonight.
Enjoy the great food, fun, and atmosphere of Buffalo Wild Wing.
Dugan going to keep it himself. Right side, looking for a hole, and makes it across midfield with a good pickup there of about 6 on the play.
Great job by Avery Dugan, not known for his running. Big gain right there. He had me faked out. I was looking at MARQUEL White in the backfield, and next thing I know, he's going upfield.
Bring up 2nd down for Jacksonville. And false start. Yes.
Yep. We all saw that one.
I think so.
False start on the offense.
Push the Crimsons back another 5 yards.
Shout out Coach Grounds. He's been at Jacksonville here for a while. He has looked on as a big pillar in this community as well. Went to Illinois College too. He's very well liked here in this city.
Dugan across to James White, complete at the 40 to the 35. 30 still on his feet. Finally brought out of bounds is James White, the record-setting receiver for the Crimsons. And that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
James White just coming underneath the defense here, and Dugan just has to get it out to him, and he does the rest. He's got a lot of speed, picked up some blocks downfield, and having a good night here tonight so far.
Back to throw, a wide open James White, and he is in for the touchdown to make it 20-0 Jacksonville.
Cameron Smith fell down on coverage and just can't leave a guy wide open like that.
And that is good for a Young Security touchdown and another $50 to a local charity. This week's charity, St. Martin de Porres. So beautiful play there, and you throw it to a wide open James White, and he's going to catch it 9 times out of 10, if not more.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
Yeah, Cameron Smith just coming out of his break just slipped and fell, and that's the last thing that you want.
Stephen Albers with the point after attempt for the Crimsons, and there you see the touchdown pass to White. So the Crimsons all over the Lions here in the first quarter, 21-0.
Yeah, and we still got 2 minutes left here in the first quarter to get out, and it has been all Jacksonville so far. It's good to be back in Jacksonville, Paul.
Yeah, it is. Good football community, good basketball community.
Spent 4 years at Illinois College over here, so this town will always hold a little special place in my heart. So good to be back in Actionville, as we used to call it.
All right. That sounds good. There you see a young Bears fan. Tough year to be a Bears fan.
It is a tough year to be a Bears fan.
And an Illini fan. I had to bring that up, didn't I? They play Rutgers tomorrow. So also want to let you know that our regularly scheduled Friday night CW shows will air immediately following the game. Watch Supergirl followed by Frequency. That's tonight after the game right here on CW 23. And the Lions with the return out to about the 38-yard line, where they were trying to get something going on offense. Some kind of drive, a sustained drive is what they obviously need, in addition to some points to keep their defense off the field. So there you see a recap. Only took them 1 minute 1 second, 53 yards for the Crimsons to score again, Adam.
Yeah, didn't take much time, and that drive was pretty much all James White with the 2 big receptions. And Lanphier's not starting with bad field position. They've actually been in pretty advantageous field position all night. Just can't do anything with it.
1st and 10. Lee with the handoff. Gain of about 3 on the play for Travion Morton. And we will bring scores to you as they become available throughout the area tonight. Decatur Eisenhower at Rochester in a big Central State 8 matchup.
I did see that Eisenhower did score first, was up 6-0, still very early in the first. And SHG had actually missed the field goal and punted against Springfield High, so it was still 0-0 in that big matchup too.
2nd and 7 for Lanphier. Handoff, nothing doing this time.
Yeah, Clay Wood came screaming off the edge there. Maybe a called blitz, or he had seen something on film all week and knew it was coming, but right as that ball was snapped, he was almost taking the handoff from Jonty Lee.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Morton in the backfield. Lee going to throw, in trouble, now running. And brought down at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in his face, didn't really have any time to look downfield, and just tried to get something out of nothing there.
So that'll bring up, see if we have one more play. That might do it for the first quarter. Time winding down. And that will do it. So after 1 quarter in Jacksonville, the Crimsons lead the Lions 21-0. Back with more on SEFCU's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more action in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson in Jacksonville. The Lions trail the Crimsons 21-0. Start of the second quarter, 4th down for Lanphier, and they will punt.
Ooh. Lucky to get that one away.
He was, and it takes a Crimson bounce near midfield. So excellent field position for Jacksonville as we start the second quarter, Adam.
Yep, update from Rochester. Eisenhower and Rochester are now tied at 14, so that could be a scoring onslaught there in Rochester. And Williamsville is up 14-0 on Petersburg Porta, too.
All right. Thank you for the update. We'll keep an eye on the scores.
Use your score stream app, folks.
Here you go.
That's how I'm getting my help here in the press box.
That's what Brendan Kellerton told us to do, and we are doing it. So, timeout. Jacksonville.
Coach Grounds did not look real happy either, so I wonder if didn't have the right play or not the right personnel out there.
And I want to let you know that Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. And Adam, tomorrow night you'll be Saturday Night Rivals presented by Hickory River Smokehouse.
I will be
in
the
St. Joe
Tolono Unity
game.
You know, fun fact, I put this on my Facebook page earlier today. I have not been back to Unity since October 2002 when I played my last high school football game there.
Let's go down to ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton on the sidelines. Brendan?
Here with Dr. Grant Gonzalez with the Foot and Ankle Center of Illinois. Out here on the gridiron, and you are a surgeon. What are some of the most common football injuries you see?
A lot of the times we see football players have actually a high ankle sprain, which is different from the traditional ankle sprain where the foot goes inward. This is typically where the foot's planted and the leg goes forward, damaging the ligaments on the front of the ankle. We also very chronically see an injury to the bottom of the great toe joint, also called turf toe. So there's ligaments and bones that can be damaged with a hyperextension type injury. Also very commonly we see injuries and tendinitis in the Achilles tendon, pound for pound the strongest tendon in the body, and after a lot of overuse you can get inflammation and pain in that actual tendon itself. Okay, our office is fully equipped. We have digital x-ray. We actually just got a brand new extremity MRI, so you just put your hand or your foot in. You're able to read a magazine, watch TV while you're getting your MRI on the same day. We also have MLS laser therapy, which actually decreases inflammation and pain and allows you to actually heal injuries quicker. And we're sometimes able to get athletes back to the field 2 to 3 weeks quicker instead of being on the sidelines and relying on the traditional rice. So some of the things that we really see on a regular basis.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Gonzalez. Adam, Paul, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, and we'd like to thank Casey's General Store, one of our first down sponsors all season long, as the Crimsons picked up a first down. Dugan back to throw, in trouble, flag on the play, and Dugan thrown for a loss.
Great job by the Lanphier defensive line to really put pressure on from the start. I think that flag is actually going to be a hold on Jacksonville, too.
63.
You are correct, and with 10:25 to go and Jacksonville leading, the Crimsons will be pushed back. So nice defense that time, as you said, by the Lions.
Yeah, really was in his face to start with. As you can see right there on that replay, 63, the center, Corey Rule.
After the sack, the Crimsons are on the 49
Just trying to slow down the Lanphier defensive lineman as best he could, but still didn't matter.
Second down for Dugan, and the play is stopped. Another flag.
It didn't play yet, Coach.
delay of game to call the Crimsons. Moving the ball
All right.
Not sure what happened. I don't know if they have whistled the ball ready to start. I don't think he had. You have to wait for the referee to officially, start the game again after a penalty like that. And I think Jacksonville snapped the ball before that happened.
Still second down for Jacksonville. From the 46, Dugan Back to throw, right sideline. Oh, and I think we'll see a flag, and we do. James White, the intended receiver, and pass interference is the call, I would think, Adam.
Yeah, him and Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith was just leaning on him a little too much, and I actually think their feet got tangled at some point. But when you think about it in hindsight, I'd almost much rather give up a 15-yard penalty than a 60-yard touchdown right over the top of my head.
Which is very easily what that might have been had Dugan and White connected on that play.
Defensive pass interference, 15 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
Leaning on him a little too much right there. Anytime a guy goes down, you're usually going to see it. And even with the penalty, that will give them a first down.
So that is good for a Casey's General Store. First down. Officials timeout. So it's taking a little bit of time to get things squared away.
Actually, I stand corrected. It will still be second down. They didn't. The 15-yard penalty did not give them it's not an automatic first down.
All right.
So I apologize, folks at home.
All right. Second down. Dugan looks, tries to connect with James White again, and can't quite get it to work.
He's going to be mad at himself for that one. And
I think he was ready to go
before
he had it.
There was nobody in front of him. And you don't see a lot of drops out of James White. That's why he is the career leader in receptions in the Central State 8.
So third down. Dugan with the handoff. Right side, got some room to the 30, 25-20. Might go, flag on the play. Into the end zone is MARQUEL White for Jacksonville for 6. Let's see what the penalty's all about.
I got a bad feeling this ball's going to come back out of the end zone, and Jacksonville's still going to be on offense. I think you're going to see a hold here on the outside. Blocking the back.
So it will come back, as you suspected. Touchdown is nullified.
Tough break for MARQUEL White. Really had a big run right there.
Illegal block in the back. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Third down, still third down.
See the replay here.
Right here in front of you, folks. You cannot have your hands that far on a player's back. It'll be called every time.
Third down, Dugan looks left. Got his man across the middle to the 20, 15, 10. Inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. Nice play for the Crimsons. Dylan Fernandez, first time we've called his name tonight, Adam.
Yeah, made a huge play there, got the first down, and then just took off. Made a great cut there.
So the Crimsons inside the Shields red zone, and I want to thank Casey's General Store. It's one of our first down sponsors. That's a Casey's General Store first down with 9:56 to go. Clock running in the second quarter.
Now this was the formation I was talking about earlier, folks.
Quick handoff left side. Still going close and can't down to about the 2, close to the 1 for the Crimsons. Did not quite get into the end zone.
Yeah, 34 Ben Hill. Doesn't get a ton of carries, but looks like they're almost snuck into the end zone here. Let's see if they give him the ball again.
And just waltzing into the end zone is number 3, Clay Wood. And that is good for a young security touchdown. So another $50 will go to charity. This week's charity, St. Martin de Porres.
You know, it took a little bit longer than Jacksonville wanted to. Had some big penalties and then the big sack on that drive, but still ended up the same. And here comes Allers for the extra point.
So 27-0, awaiting the extra point attempt by Albers. And the kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:23 to go in the second quarter, 28-0 Jacksonville cruising against Lanphier. Back with more in Jacksonville in just a minute. You're watching SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more action in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson in Jacksonville. It's all Crimsons, at least to this point. 28-0, they lead the Lanphier Lions. Central State Aid Conference matchup here tonight. Crimson's trying to become playoff eligible, and there's a short kick fielded at the 30 cleanly, and a nice pickup there to the 40, out to the 45-yard line. So the Lions get surprised there, but a pretty nice return, and they will finally get Shane Chairs with the return, and they will finally get the ball with decent field position, Adam.
Yeah, their kick return team has been a bright spot here tonight with a lot of good returns, but again, you really don't want your kick return team to have that big of a night.
So there you see the scoring recap, 52 yards, capped by the Claywood 1-yard touchdown run.
Two other score updates for you folks at home. Springfield High up 7-0 on SHG with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. And Athens up 21-12 on New Berlin with 7 minutes also left in the second quarter.
Wow, all right. Handoff back. Oh, hit hard, but still on his feet for the Lions, and doesn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage is number 22, Jarius Jackson.
Yeah, Claywood was standing out there waiting for him. He didn't, wrap up and make the tackle, but he had a lot of friends following him. Just nothing doing there for Lanphier on the ground.
So, second down and 10 for the Lions. Jonte Lee at quarterback. Back to throw is Lee. He does throw. And picked off down the left sidelines by the Crimsons.
Makes the interception and
so the Crimsons come up with a big turnover there. And just like that, Jacksonville's drive is stopped. Levi Parkovich with the reception, the interception.
Great job. He just wrestled that one away from the Lions receiver there and just stepped right in front and took it the other way. Great job by Parkovich.
Real nice play there. That was good defense. So Jacksonville, 1st and 10 with 8:29 to go in the second quarter, leading 28-0. And let's go down to ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton on the sideline. Brendan?
Well, guys, everything going the way of the Crimson right now. One additional thing, not sure if you can hear the student cheering section from up there, but it is James White's birthday. You might hear some happy birthday cheers for him. I know we got some in the pregame show. So what better way to celebrate a birthday than to build on your own conference record and score a touchdown? Maybe you can get another one.
Sounds good, Brendan. Thank you very much for that report. 8 minutes to go, and happy birthday to James White.
He's having a pretty good birthday so far.
So far, so good. Dugan back to throw, across the middle, complete. Good for a first down. And it's Anthony Perry, the senior, with the reception.
Yeah, it just came wide open across the middle for Jacksonville. It looked like nobody picked him up as he came out of the slot there for the Crimsons.
And we want to thank Casey's General Store. It's a Casey's General Store first down. And they are inside the Shields red zone. The Crimsons are. Dugan back to throw, goes to the end zone. Timing play, and nobody's there for him. Incomplete.
He kind of threw that in between Perry and then the outside receiver. I think there was a little confusion there on who that ball was. I think Perry thought it was going outside, and I think Dugan actually wanted to drop that ball in for Perry, so a little miscommunication.
Avery Dugan has the play. Second down. There's the handoff to Marquel White, who busts free for the touchdown. Marquel White, the junior, with another 6 points and another $50 donated, thanks to Young Security, to St. Martin de Porres, this week's charity.
Hats off to this Crimson offensive line. They're just making it really easy for Marquel White and Claywood and Avery Dugan back there. White just took a nice stroll on into the end zone.
Steven Albers in to attempt the extra point for Jacksonville with 7:27 to go in the second. Albers is having a busy night himself.
That one was almost partially blocked.
Yeah. So no good. So it is 34-0 in the second quarter here. All Jacksonville so far. We'll take a short break. You're watching SEFQ Friday Night Rivals presented by the Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more action from Jacksonville in just a minute. Stay with us, please. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals presented by Illinois Pork Producers. I'm Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson. Jacksonville is on the board again, 34-0 with 7:27 to go. And it's a short kick. Fumble
Ball's loose.
35, and I think the Lions got it. They did get it back at about the 41-yard line, Adam. So not a tricky play, but a little scary for the Lions there. Last thing they need is to turn the ball over, not get the ball, I should say.
You don't want to give this Crimson offense any more chances than they already need. So good job by Lanphier to hop on that loose ball and take over.
Adam, you have some more scores for us?
Yeah, Springfield High actually, it looked like it was going into halftime, still up 10-7 on Sacred Heart Griffin. So that would be a major upset in the works. Moreau is up 14-0 on Auburn in the second quarter. And then an updated score, Athens was up 28-12 on New Berlin.
All right, thank you for those updates. 7:23 to go. 1st and 10 for Jonte Lee, who's going to keep it. Now he throws. Complete right side. And trying to go anywhere, but doesn't get much on the play, is Cameron Smith.
Yeah, but a good positive play. They haven't had much luck on first down, so they're doing a good job of really focusing on positive plays. You need to keep moving forward. Haven't even gotten a first down here tonight, so that's something they need to build on.
Second down for the Lions. Lee back to throw. Does throw. Complete. And there is a first down across the middle and a good connection there to Cameron Smith.
You know, he was our key player to watch here coming into tonight. He can catch the ball, run the ball, he returns kicks, he can do it all, and there he got open, and great job by Lee to get him the football.
And that's good for a Casey's General Store, first down. So the Lions move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of Jacksonville. 6:16 to go. Second quarter action. Pitch left side. Nowhere to go. And just stacked up.
Yeah, great job by number 34, Ben Hill. Really was the catalyst in making that play go nowhere.
Jarius Jackson just couldn't find anywhere to go. Crimson's all over that one. Brings up second down. And kind of a quiet crowd for the most part tonight. Good crowd on hand.
Yeah.
A little quiet. They've had a lot to cheer about.
Maybe taking a rest.
About, but could be. All right. Back to throw is Lee. Complete. Wide open. Down to the 20, inside the 20. Inside the Shields red zone is Jacob Whitfield. 6'2", 180-pound senior for the Lions. And that's good for a Casey's General Store first down as well.
Good job by Lee putting it right in between the numbers to a wide open Whitfield, who just put his head down and got downfield. This Lanphier offense can score. That hasn't really been a back point. They've turned the ball over a lot, and that's been a sour point for them, but they can put up some points.
Lee back to throw, left side, complete. Nice move to the 10, and inside the 10-yard line is Calfani Coleman.
Made some good moves there with the catch. That's a long throw for Ajonte Lee over to the other side of the field. He had Claywood all mixed up right there.
And let's
flag on the field
see what,
on the far side.
See what that's all about.
This one is holding. That's a live ball foul on the white team. Then we've got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the red team. Will penalize both.
Okay. All right. So penalties on each side of the ball, Adam.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I didn't see the hold on the far side, and they didn't indicate what the personal foul was. I think these are
holding on the white team. And then we also had a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, also on the white team.
Oh, they're both against Lanphier.
Okay. That
Coach Grounds had his headset off. He was as confused, I think, as we were on who. So that is 25 yards that will be walked off.
So just when the Lions started to go forward, make some progress. Oh, look at this. Wow.
That is huge.
Oh, my goodness. The first down marker is
it's almost
about the 19-yard line.
It's almost to Triopia at this point.
Just about. My goodness. So it is a long way to go for Lanphier. 2nd and 35 from the Crimson's 49-yard line. You saw a shot of the Lions sideline. So Ajonte Lee has his work cut out for him. See what they come up with here on 2nd and 35. Back to throw is Lee. Flag on the play. Lee in trouble. He is sacked. Could be another hold.
Yeah, from where that flag came in, I'd be surprised if anything else than a hold.
That'll make the call 1st down and 50.
See the replay. We have the advantage of instant replay, of course. The officials do not.
Didn't really have much time to do anything.
Holding on the white team. That's declined. 2nd down.
So 4:22 to go. 2nd quarter action from Jacksonville. You're watching SEFQ Friday Night Rivals presented by the Illinois Pork Producers.
We're almost on Morton Avenue now.
That's about right.
I'm just going to start using destinations here. I was told not to use a country mile anymore.
Okay. Lee back to throw. Steps up and is brought down at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the Jacksonville defensive line to really put a lot of pressure on Lee. When they've given him time, he's made him pay. So number 50, Zach Moss, in there, maybe using the power from his dad, eating those wings earlier.
Could be, in case you missed it, on the Pepsi High School Football Preview Show from 6:30 to 7 tonight. We had a segment on there, and Adam's referring to, where 4 gentlemen from Jacksonville, a couple of them have sons on the football team, and it was a Wild Wings, Blazing Wild Wings competition, and it was fun. It was different. It was a lot of fun for us to do that tonight. There's the handoff, right side, got some room. Stopped short and pushed back by the Crimson. So a good run there by Jarius Jackson.
Jackson picks up a few yards in the middle of the Crimson.
Gonna need a few more yards than that, though.
And a timeout called by Jacksonville.
4th and 36.
And speaking of Buffalo Wild Wings, Adam, let's take a look at the Buffalo Wild Wings fan of the game. All right, and you know what? The fan of the game gets a $20 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings. So look at that. There you see it. How about that? You dress up like that, you get something. It's all good.
I'm sure his parents are very proud.
Yes. So Buffalo Wild Wings, fan of the game. Buffalo Wild Wings on whoever's in that costume after the game, right?
Yeah.
Tonight in Jacksonville, right? All right. And now we take a look at the SEFQ Smile Cam. Hey, perfect timing.
Smile.
I'm on TV. All right. How you doing? They're having a good time. The Jacksonville faithful, they sure are tonight. So far, so good for them. The SEFQ Smile Cam. And you see they got their warm-up jackets and pants on. Adam might be getting a little chilly outside. We're up in the press box, of course, and it is a nice night for high school football. A little crisp, and
a little crisp, but warmer than last night. It was definitely chilly last night. Beautiful night for football, though.
Punt formation. Lee, can't get it covered up, and the Crimsons recover on 4th down at the 30-yard line of Lanphier. So Ajante Lee back to punt, couldn't handle the snap, and the Crimsons recover.
Yeah, Ben Hill fell on the football, and I think a lot of his buddies are mad he reached in and grabbed it because there were 4 Crimsons ready to pick that up and take it to the end zone because there was nobody chasing them.
So leading already 34-0. Jacksonville with the ball at the 35-yard line. Check that, spot that, the 30-yard line.
They're going to come out in that running formation with Clay Wood as your quarterback.
And there it is. Down to the 25 inside there to about the 24-yard line is Ben Hill.
Second carry here tonight.
Inside of 3 minutes ago in the first half. And all right, back to throw is Wood, and it is complete. Inside the 10 now, down to the 5-yard line. So a nice connection there. Clay Wood, number 3, to Adam Hillis.
Clay Wood showing off the arm there. You really just expect him to maybe hand it off or take off running, but drop back through a great pass.
And that is good for a Casey's General Store first down. And, of course, the Crimsons are well inside the Shields red zone right now. 2:28 to go. Jacksonville trying to add to its lead. It's still on his feet and into the end zone for the Crimsons. They score again. That is good for a touchdown. Jarius Jackson, number 22, and another $50 to from Young Security to St. Martin de Port.
Actually, it was 32 Marquel White, I think, who came out with the football. A little trick play. They snapped it right up to him. He was the up back hanging out right behind the center, and Jacksonville's in again.
Trying to make it 41-0 first half action. Albers again in to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. 41-0. Jacksonville leads. Trying to get win number 5 on the season to become playoff eligible. The Crimsons are, and they are in control here at home against Lanphier. 41-0, still in the second quarter. And tonight at 10:15 on ABC, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals Recap. That's at 10:15 tonight with Donnie Tillman and David Coy. They'll bring all of the high school football scores and action to you on ABC News Channel 20, our sister station. So there you see some of the young and young at heart. What a great shot. What a great shot there. And we had a lot of fans on during the Pepsi High School Football preview show tonight, Adam. It was a lot of fun. And
yeah, the Jacksonville faithful has come out in full force. I was talking to one of the assistant coaches, Ryan Van Aken, earlier. This is only their 3rd home game this year, so they've been away a lot. They've been pretty spread out, so they're happy to be back in front of their home crowd here tonight.
2:20 to go in the second quarter. Let's see what kind of kick the Crimsons come up with. This time it goes to the left side and down at the 35-yard line. That's where the Lions will take over. As Kelfani Coleman gets the kick return. Kickoff return, fields it for the Lions.
Yeah, I don't think he realized his knee was down there.
First and 10. Lanphier, you see the scoring summary there for the Crimsons. 30 yards in 44 seconds. And a touchdown run there for the Crimsons, and they lead at 41-0. So a big night of offense, and we're only in the first half for Jacksonville.
Resetting the clock here.
Okay.
You folks at home, the
There
40-point rule will come into effect, but that does not start until the
Make sure you
second
know-
half.
I wondered about that. I saw the clock running once Lanphier had the ball. It continued to run, and
Little miscommunication between the referees and the operators up here, but no big deal. Got it squared away.
absolutely. Lee back in at quarterback. Keeps it. Nice run up the middle. Still on his feet and down at about the 43-yard line. So pickup of about 7 for Jonte Lee, the 6-foot, 160-pound junior quarterback.
He's quietly having a good night here tonight. He's thrown the ball well. The interception was tough, but it was a great play by Jacksonville. They just haven't had much luck running the football either, and then the big penalties on the good drive last just really shot themselves in the foot.
2nd and 3 for the Lions. Lee throws, tipped, and almost caught by the Lions. It was tipped and incomplete.
Great job by 55 Austin Sheeb to try to catch. That's a live football, so after it's tipped, a lineman can catch it if he feels like he wants to. If not, it could have went the other way for Jacksonville again.
Brings up 3rd down for the Lions. 3rd and 3. After the incompletion. And we are keeping an eye on scores throughout the Central State 8 Sangamo Conference and other area scores for you tonight. In addition to covering this game, of course. So 1:21 to go. 3rd down and 3 for the Lions. Lee is ready. High snap. Gets it, hands it off. Right side. So not a whole lot there, Adam.
Yeah, I got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's probably about it.
So 4th and 3 here with a minute to go. Do you go for it here or do you punt, Adam?
No,
you're down 41-0.
You go for it. You try to show your kids you don't want to quit, and you want to keep fighting, and I know that's what Coach Nixon does. He runs a great program at Lanphier. Score update for you at halftime: SHG 21, Springfield High 10. So
okay. Cyclones coming back against the Senators. Number 1 ranked team in 6A.
Set a timeout by Lanphier. They want to talk about it a little bit here before 4th down.
And of course, the National League Championship Series, Adam, starts tomorrow. And
yes.
Game 1 in Chicago and Game 2 in Chicago on Sunday.
I'm a very happy man with the Cubbies playing tomorrow night. I will be following along after. And you folks at home should check in Saturday Night Rivals. Like I was saying earlier, the last high school football game I ever played was at Unity. We lost in the playoffs there my senior year, so it's kind of a special place to go back to.
All right. So we'll see how John Lester and the Cubs do tomorrow. He's the Game 1 starter. It's been announced, of course. And a lot of people in this area, and understandably so, excited about the Cubs being in the NLCS for the second year in a row.
Hopefully it goes better than last year's.
It was a quick exit for the Cubs last year in the NLCS.
Yep.
It was, yes.
Halftime score, Athens 35, New Berlin 12.
So 4th and 3. The Lions will go for it. Back to throw is Lee. Complete and short of the first down marker. The Lions are a little frustrated there. They can't quite pick up the first down. The reception by Corrington Jones, but not enough.
Yeah,
Adam to move the chain.
He's got to have the wherewithal to know where he's at, to know where the first down is. He was about a half yard short when he cut his route off, and on that you got to extend it a little bit longer so when you do make that catch, forward progress puts you at a first down and not right behind it.
31 seconds to go in the first half. 41-0 Jacksonville. In case you just joined us, they're putting it to the Lions, and Crimsons will take a knee and may have to run another play here. Let's see. No, probably not before halftime. So they are headed to the locker room. The Crimsons are, and they have a comfortable cushion of 41-0 against Lanphier. The home team loves it, Adam. And for the Lions, just a tough first half. They had one drive. They were moving forward, had a first down, and penalties just killed them on that drive.
They just kind of shot themselves on the foot on their score, on a chance at a potential scoring drive. And hats off to the Jacksonville offensive line. They've really made it easy for Marquel White and Clay Wood to really impose their will on the Lanphier Lions.
So they lead 41-0, and on a beautiful night for high school football in Jacksonville or anywhere just about, probably in Central Illinois tonight. So right now we'll go down to the sidelines, and ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton. Brendan?
Guys, here with Coach Grounds, everything going your way seemingly in that first half. If you could pinpoint one thing your guys did well, what was it?
I think they executed the game plan on both sides. We had an idea of what we wanted to try to accomplish offensively. We wanted to recognize some of their sets from our defense to their offense, and I thought the kids communicated exceptionally well. And offensively, we blocked really well. Defensively, I thought we tackled and contained their speed.
Honestly, whatever you tried, it was working. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Adam, Paul, back to you guys.
Thanks, Brendan. Thank you very much, and thanks to Coach Grounds and all Crimsons, as we said, 41-0 at halftime, and we have a lot of action coming up at halftime on the friendly Chevrolet Halftime Show. That's coming up next. Stay tuned. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Stay with us. Halftime Show is next. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Let's go down to ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton. Brendan?
Guys, here with Coach Nixon. Now, a couple miscues in the first half. Obviously didn't go the way you wanted it to. Are we going to see any adjustments here?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked a lot about cleaning up our mistakes and repping when we're tackling on defense. We got some things there, vertical pass game, that are working, and we got to just execute.
All right, thanks, Coach. Well, good luck in the second half. And Adam, Paul, back to you guys.
Appreciate that. And we are underway here in the third quarter, and a flag is down.
Yeah, I think Lanphier went for the onside kick, and it did not travel 10 yards before they touched it. So,
first touching, not a penalty.
So you see the flag, but as he said, the official said, Adam, not a penalty.
Yep. So Jacksonville will just get the ball where they touched it first, and looks like they're going to put it right up the 50-yard line. Nope.
Oh, okay, 47-yard line of Lanphier. So you're leading 41-0, and get the ball in excellent field position again for Avery Dugan, who's still in at quarterback. There's the handoff, right side, and brought down at about the line of scrimmage. on the play.
Levi Parkovich on the carry there, his first carry here tonight. I think we'll probably see a few different faces here on the Crimson offense.
And again, Adam, if you'd like to remind our viewers about the running clock.
So yeah, now that the second half has started, the clock will not stop unless the official signals it to do so, because of the 40-point difference, just to help the game move a little bit faster and keep things going.
2nd and 10, and I think the Lions jumped. Did they not? See if they were.
So I believe change of possession. So if Jacksonville were to score, or if Lanphier were to score, that's the only time the clock has ever stopped here in the second half. If Lanphier does score and takes it, down from a 41-point game, doesn't matter. Once you hit that 40-point plateau, the clock does not stop after that.
2nd down for the Crimsons. Take their time. Dugan with the handoff. Parkovich again, and thrown back. Good coverage by the Lions D on that one. Andrew McLaughlin, number 23, was one of the players in on the tackle there. Bring up 3rd down for Jacksonville. Avery Dugan, junior quarterback, as Parkovich in the backfield, and pitches to Parkovich, who was stopped at the 40-yard line.
He took a big hit by number 17, Dakota Decker, there at the end of that run. Going to be a little short for the 1st down. See if Jacksonville goes for it here, or looks like the offense is staying on the field.
Ball on the 40-yard line. Lions look like they're bringing a few extra people. Nope. And Parkovich with the carry tripped up, and I think he tripped on him.
Yeah,
on his own feet there.
Or maybe the 40-yard line got him there, but his knee hit the ground before he got to the 1st down marker, so Lanphier will take over.
So with 8:49 to go, trailing 41-0, the Lions will try to get something going offensively.
Some other score updates for you. Chatham Glenwood up 35-13 on MacArthur in the 3rd quarter. And Southeast is up on Lincoln 41-7 in the 3rd quarter. And North Mac was leading Riverton 49-14.
All right. Thank you for those updates. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Ajante Lee, shotgun formation. Back to throw. Lee does complete at the 45 and close to midfield and close to the 1st down marker for the Lions is number 11, Corrington Jones.
Corrington Jones, big at 6 foot 190, big frame right there, just puts his head down and got a 1st down there for the Lions. So good start to the 2nd half.
And that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down for Lanphier. They get close to midfield here in the 3rd quarter. Lee with handoff. Nothing doing this time. Thrown back on the play.
Again,
Jarius Jackson.
Lanphier's running game has not gotten going at all here tonight. Jacksonville has shut them down effectively and made them almost a throwing team to move the football.
So brings up 2nd down. Long for the Lions. Lee keeps it. Coming left side, midfield, 45. Still on his feet, the 40 to the 35-yard line, and that's good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. Jonte Lee, the junior, with a nice run there, Adam.
Yeah, he had a good caravan out in front of him to lead the way, and came in late here, Paul. You're going to get a personal foul called on Jacksonville, so this ball is actually going to go 15 more yards.
And the Lions will take that. So it'll be 1st and 10 and deep into Jacksonville territory. Ball on the 20. Where it'll be 1st and 10 for Jonte Lee. Running clock here in the 3rd quarter because of the score differential. Lee in the shotgun and handoff. Nice run there inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line is Eric Tolfree Jr. And he is a junior at 5'11", 200 pounds.
His first carry here tonight, a little delayed handoff, and had a nice hole and a good first down run by Lanphier.
So 2nd down for the Lions. Then they've made it into the Shields red zone. The Lions have, of course. Lee with the handoff, right side. And Crimson's D just been pretty tough all night. Nothing much doing there for Dakota Decker.
Yeah, big sea of red there waiting for Decker to come through. You know, Jacksonville's running some different guys, maybe some younger guys don't get to play, and they're still hanging tough out there and playing strong. It just shows what kind of program that Coach Grounds has over here in Jacksonville.
He has built a good program, no doubt about it. 3rd down for the Lions. Another handoff and thrown forward this time is Dakota Decker. And right now we're going to take a look at our SEFQ Smile Cam, and plenty to smile about, especially on the Jacksonville sidelines tonight. SEFQ, not a bank, better. Take a look at our Smile Cam. Oh, there's a great shot right there.
Having a nice snack.
That works. I'll bet that looks like soda. That's for mom or dad. I'll bet you. That's not for that little one. I'll bet you. All right. The SEFQ Smile Cam.
We're on TV.
All right. Jonte Lee.
4th
down. Yep, back to throw. And complete inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line for the Lions is number 5, Kelfani Coleman. So that's good. They are inside the Shields red zone, as we said, and good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. So a nice hook up there.
Yeah, tight coverage on Coleman, and great job by Lee to kind of fit it right in there. And Lanphier's knocking on the door to the end zone right now.
So inside of 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 1st and goal. See Kelfani Coleman, 5'9" junior. Lee. And he is going to go left side. And did he sneak into the end zone? I think he's in. Let's see. Wait, did he? All right. He did not. Okay, we're going to take a short break. Back with more SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers. Back in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville. The Crimsons lead the Lions 41-0 with 1:15 to go in the 3rd, and the Lions threatening to score here, trying to get into that end zone. We thought they got in. They didn't make it, obviously. It was close. Lee on the carry. We had a personal foul while we were away. And Jacksonville has had a player ejected from the game because of a second-person foul, correct?
Yep. Yes. Number 70, Keyshawn Carter, has been ejected for the Crimson, so he will not actually be able to play next week either.
So Lee, and a play is whistled dead, offsides on the Crimsons. So a lot going on inside the 5-yard line here as you see the clock continues to run, running clock here in Jacksonville because of the score.
So the ball is almost in the end zone here as we snap it.
And it's still 1st and goal for the Lions. Lee with the handoff. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Good job by Jacksonville. I don't think he got close to getting it.
Yeah. All right, so nothing there for Jerry's Jackson. We'll take a short break. Back with more on SEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more action from Jacksonville in just a minute. Stay with us, please. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by Illinois Pork Producers. And we'd like to thank SEFCU for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. SEFCU, not a bank, better. And while we were away, here's what you missed. Look at this. The Lions, Eric Tolfree takes it into the end zone. The Lions get on the board with 6 points. And then after that, they go for the point after attempt. And you see the kick is up, and it is good. So it is 41-7. As Cameron Smith makes the extra point for Lanphier, so it's 41-7. And then after that touchdown, that's a Young Security touchdown. And then the $50 donated to St. Martin de Porres. Adam?
Yeah, it was a great drive by Lanphier to get in the end zone, so another $50 to St. Martin de Porres.
Ball picked up at about the 26-yard line, and still on his feet might go is Clay Wood. Down the sidelines, it's going to be a foot race. He's to the third and out of bounds at about inside the 15-yard line. So Clay Wood, who's had a big night for the Crimsons, the senior, takes the kickoff back and took off.
Yeah, just ran out of gas there before the end. Lanphier caught up to him. So
check out the replay here, yeah.
Just picked it up out of kind of desperation and took off. Great job by Jacksonville to get him an opening and get down the sideline.
So we've got a running clock here in Jacksonville, 11:30 to go. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville with outstanding field position again. They are inside the Shields red zone. The Crimsons are. Avery Dugan in quarterback with the handoff. Left side. And Lions stack them up there. Stack up. Number 33, Levi Parkovich. And let's go down to Brendan Cullerton from ABC News Channel 20. Earlier, Brendan talked with Jeremy Strawn from All Synthetic Group. Let's take a look.
Guys, here with All Synthetic Group's Jeremy Strawn. Now, we've talked to you a couple weeks in a row here. You built the field over at SHG, that turf. Tell me about what you built just down the street over here.
Well, 10 years ago, we had basically a cornfield sitting out by the hospital out here west of town, and Tom Lenz had an idea to build 3 or 4 fields out there, and started 8 years ago, I guess it was, and started with the first 3 that we did, and he's up to 6 fields now. He's got 3 full fields and 3 of them that are just infield only for baseball and softball play. And just recently, he's changed groups, and he's with Perfect Game now, which is going to bring a lot more teams. This year, he ran 1,000 teams through the facility, and next year he's looking for a better year. So I think it's going to be good.
Now, you told me it took a while to build that football field. How does that compare to a whole baseball complex?
You know, the baseball complex we started in, I want to say it was in September, late September, October, and we were finishing things up in February, just before spring ball. So it was, it seemed like it was about the same, but it took us about 4 months, I think, to get the initial fields done, and he played on schedule.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Adam, Paul, back to you guys.
Much. Thanks, Brendan, for that interview with Jeremy Strawn from All Synthetic Group. Appreciate that interview from earlier tonight.
If you haven't been out to Lenz Field, it is a great complex. We are lucky here in Central Illinois to have something like that. And Tom Lenz and the people out there are first class and run great tournaments, and it's a lot of fun to be out there.
I watched my son play a lot of high school baseball there. That's where people go
Yeah, if it rains,
that's where you end up going.
The go-to place over here.
Tremendous facility. I totally agree, Adam. So about 9 minutes to go in the game, 41-7. Jacksonville over Lanphier. Crimson's looking for win number 5 to become playoff eligible. Next week, of course, is week 9, the final week of the regular season. Hard to believe we're saying that, but it is already.
Part of me is crying inside.
Yeah. It then comes the postseason, which is always a lot of fun, too. So Avery Dugan taking his time at quarterback and letting some of that clock just run down. In control, obviously, of this game. 41-7. There's the handoff to Parkovich, who gets into the end zone for the touchdown for Jacksonville. That is a Young Security touchdown and another $50 donated to St. Martin de Porres, courtesy of Young Security. So thank you very much to the fine folks at Young Security for doing that, making that donation tonight. Several of them, but $400 so far. So Crimson's up now, 47-7, pending the extra point. Nothing fancy there, Adam. Just a short run into the end zone.
Yep, simple handoff there, and again, hats off to the Jacksonville offensive line. They've made it easy for Dugan in the backfield to really kind of do what they wanted to do here tonight.
And they're going to go for the Crimson's. So they don't go for Parkovich, who scored the touchdown. Looked like he was going down, take a knee there.
Yeah, not real sure what was going on.
So we will take a short break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more fourth quarter action from Jacksonville in just a minute. Stay with us, please. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Paul Wappel and Adam Anderson in Jacksonville. The Crimsons leading the Lions 47-7. 8:24 in the fourth, and we have a running clock here in the second half. And I want to let you know we will be announcing a player of the game later in this broadcast. And you take a look at Mark Rounds, the Jacksonville head coach, and if he turns around, Adam, we could see, and I'm sure some of the viewers have seen, he's got number 40 on the front of his baseball cap.
Yep.
There's a shot. You can see the 0. Go ahead and talk about that, Adam, if you would, what that's for.
So, and there's 40 on the light poles, too. Derek Sheeran was a standout here at Jacksonville High, football player. Went to Illinois College. I had the opportunity to live with Derek my freshman year of college. Passed away in a car accident. It was awful. It made me a little emotional just even thinking about it, but he's honored tonight. Him and Coach Grounds are very close. The Sheeran family is a great family too. So it's good to be back here and see the 40 all over the place. And he was a great guy. He is missed, but I know they think about him every day probably.
That's great. Thank you, Adam. Gone but not forgotten, certainly here in Jacksonville. So great to see that, in case people are wondering what that number 40 is all about.
Yeah, and I know he'd be super happy to see this 40-point lead for his Crimsons.
Jacksonville in front, as Adam said, by 40. 6:40 to go in the fourth. There's Lee. He's got some room, and he's to the 40. 45, cuts back.
Cutback right
midfield. There. 45, 40, still on his feet, down to the 35-yard line, and that is good for a Casey's General Store first down.
There's a glimpse of what Coach Grounds was worried about coming in tonight. Lee has speed kind of second to none here on the field tonight, and really turned that into a huge play and almost took it to the house for the Lions.
And he's a junior, so the Lions have him coming back next year, and that's what the Lions obviously are doing, rebuilding for next year at this point. But
Coach Nixon runs a great program. He wants his kids to go down fighting, and that's exactly what they're doing here tonight. They're not giving up.
1st and 10 from the 37. There's the handoff, and down to about the 31-yard line for the Lions is number 23. And we've got some new players in there. Andrew McLaughlin on the run. And our sister station, Fox Illinois, is hosting a live viewing party of Fox's TV event, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, at the Legacy Theater in Springfield this Thursday at 7 p.m. Brought to you locally by Pepsi. For more information, visit foxillinois.com.
Now, Paul, I got to ask, have you ever seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show live?
I knew it was coming. I have once. My wife took me there, and nothing like it. Unbelievable. I didn't know what to expect, and it was something.
Saw it for the first time live last year.
Did you? Yeah.
Shout out to the Hoagland Center for the Arts.
And a bad snap. The ball is loose. It's anybody's ball at this point in midfield. There's a pile. We'll see who comes up with it. And Shane Chairs is in at quarterback for Lanphier. And let's see. And the Crimsons have recovered at midfield. So Lanphier with a new quarterback here late in the fourth quarter. And we are going to take a short break. Back with more on CEFQ's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more from Jacksonville in just a minute. Welcome back to CEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson and the entire broadcast crew from CW23 and ABC News Channel 20 helping us out tonight, doing a great job bringing you the sights and sounds from Jacksonville. The Crimsons, it looks like they will pick up victory number 5 on the season, 3 minutes away from victory number 5, and it's been all Crimsons tonight as they have the ball, and it is loose at midfield, and the Lions have recovered. And Adam, of course, will be naming our Midwest Rehab Player of the Game in a little while here.
Yep, a few guys we could choose.
Yep.
Been some good Crimsons on the field, just a little miscommunication there by some of the younger classmen here from Jacksonville.
And, Adam, we're not done with the broadcasting yet. I know tomorrow night is Saturday Night Rivals. We've talked about that. But next Friday, let's remind our viewers where we're going to be. New Berlin, right?
We're going to be in New Berlin. As it looks right now, if scores hold, New Berlin is down to Athens. It was 35-18, I think, last check. And then Maroa was leading Auburn 17-7. So that game next Friday night will be 2 4-4 teams. Winner in the playoffs, loser, you're done.
And so there'll be Auburn at New Berlin next week. Should be a good one. Pretzels.
Always a big matchup. I know New Berlin loves to try to knock off Auburn.
Flag on the play as Lanphier mixes in some different players. Gerald Cole with the carry, the 5'9 sophomore for the Lions.
Might get a block in the back here.
And indeed we do.
10.
And tomorrow night, like we said, there's Mark Grounds. There's a good shot of the 40 you talked about a few minutes ago.
Shout out to Brent Heaton, coach right behind Mark Grounds with the 40. He was also one of the roommates, so we're all blue boys here.
All right. 1:19 to go in the ball game. Crimsons with an impressive performance tonight. Both sides of the ball. Another bobbled snap. Back to throw. And it's complete. Out to midfield. Inside Crimson's territory is Vontarius King. First time we called his name tonight. So time winding down here, and want to thank again everybody associated with the broadcast tonight. They do a great job. Inside the truck, outside the truck, our technical director, our director, our producer. Couldn't do it without them. You see the Lions trying to get something going here, what could be the last play of the ball game. Short this side. Brought down at about the 49, and I think that will probably do it, Adam.
Yeah, I would imagine. So both teams are lining up, too. So great job by Jacksonville tonight. I know it was a tough one for Lanphier, but they stayed strong, but great job by the Crimsons.
So 47-7, Jacksonville over Lanphier, the final. The Crimsons move to 5-3 on the season. The Lions fall to 1-7. Back with more on CEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. More from Jacksonville in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Jacksonville, the Crimsons have just picked up victory number 5. They take care of the Lanphier Lions tonight here in Jacksonville, 47-7. Our final, and it was all Jacksonville, offensively, defensively. They played it all around. Good game, and right now we're going to be naming our Midwest Rehab Player of the Game. And are we ready to go down to Brendan Cullerton? Not yet. All right. Adam, your thoughts on this game?
Well-played game by Jacksonville. Again, hats off to their offensive line. I thought they made it very easy for the Crimsons to really kind of just have their way with the Lions up front, and that was really the ball game.
All right, and we'll take a look at some of the highlights, and you see the Lions get on the board late in this one. And Avery Dugan did a nice job at quarterback, and so did number 33 tonight.
Yep, Levi Parkovich there in the second half stepped up, and that kind of capped your scoring in the second half.
All right, let's go down to the sidelines. ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton. Brendan, take it away.
Guys, here with MARQUEL White, the player of the game here. Here's your trophy. What worked for you today?
My line. I think my guys, my brothers and stuff. You know, can do without them.
Got to thank the line. And, Coach, solid win here today. It was pretty much over at halftime. What did you guys do well today?
Well, I think that we stayed within ourselves. We, as I said at halftime, we executed our game plan. And you know what? More than anything, we believed and we played for each other. It was a great team effort. I can't single out any one aspect. We had great special teams. We had production offense. Defense played great football. We had some young guys in the second half that showed that the future Crimson football is bright. I'm proud of them as much as I am the guys that started the game off. And it's a great way to have a victory at home.
All right, you now get the SEFQ Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week trophy.
All right. Congratulations to the Jacksonville Crimsons. They pick up the SEFQ Champions Trophy, and congratulations to MARQUEL White for, deservedly so, for being our Midwest Rehab Player of the Game. And